Okay, hey everyone and welcome to another Class 66 Rocks Stobart review. Now in this review I'm taking a look at an Atlas Editions model, so without further ado, let's get on with it. So here we have the Certificate of Authenticity. Basically this just says that the model accompanying this is an authentic replica, officially licensed and approved by Eddie Stobart Limited. It's by Atlas Editions, but it's made by Oxford Diecast. And as you can see today, it's a Scania 94D Curtainside and the Eddie Stobart Limited Express Road Haulage livery. So we'll put that to one side and we'll take a look at the box. So here we have the box. As you can see, it's a rigid truck today, and as we can see on the front of the box here, we've got a picture of the Scania and the description underneath, Scania 94D Curtainside. It's called Isabel and has the fleet number F1467. So looking at the side of the box, we can see it's in the attractive Eddie Stobart Limited Express Road Haulage colours. So if we turn the box around to the side now, we can see we've got a silver Scania logo just there. It's a 1/76th scale die-cast metal special edition collector's model as well. So now whoops, sorry, my bad. The box decided to jump out of my hands. So without further ado, we'll try again and let's take it out of the box. So obviously, luckily it didn't fall from a great height, so it's not damaged it, and it was in the box luckily. So we're safe. So let's take this piece of plastic off the top and take a look at it. So as we can see here, it's presented on a very nice display stand, and I've got to say there's actually not a lot of weight to this particular truck, but as you can see on the base of the display stand, we've got Scania 94D Curtainside F1467. Now usually it has the name as well, but on this particular stand it doesn't. So let's take a look at the truck itself then. So as we can see, it is a very old Scania. Looking at it, just by looking at the shape of the front of the cab really. So on the foil here we've got the Stobart wording in black and gold, if the camcorder's picking that up, which it is. Moving down, we can see we've got two lamps on the top of the black visor here. On the left and right hand sides, it is a bit blurred there. Even on the truck, we've got the Stobart arrow designs with a yellow S with a red backdrop, but the camera isn't picking it up and it doesn't look too clear on the model as I'm looking at it with my own eyes over the top of the camcorder. So as we can see here around this area, we've got the word, well, the name Isabel, but you can't really see that either. But underneath we've got the Scania badge. So moving down onto the grille section, as we can see, we've got 94D just there and 260 just there. So it's a Scania, I think, P260. I'm sure that's what they were called. So moving down now, we can see obviously on the left and right hand sides we've got the headlights and the indicators. And moving to the bumper now, we've got the red and white stripe design and two spots or fog lamps there on the left and right hand side. And the number plate is R467XAO. So turning the cab around now, well, the rigid truck should I say, you can see it's a 6-wheeled rigid. I think these are referred to as 17 tonners, which I think this model is. So if we take a look at the side now, we can see we've got the Stobart European flags there. I think one's the European one, one's an Italian one, I think. But you can see, just moving back to the side of the model, that the side of the model is actually a lot more detailed than the front, which we've just looked at. So back to looking at the side again, we can see we've got the stunning Stobart S arrow design in like a yellowy gold. The majority of this is on the green half of the cab here, with just a bit overlapping onto the white section there. We've also what I failed to mention before, we've got the mirrors on the left and right hand side, as well as the blind spot mirror. And on the bottom of here we've got the fleet number F1467. So as we can see, looking at the curtain on the rigid, we've got the Eddie Stobart Limited wording going across the top in a darkish yellow with a dark red backdrop to it, and Express Road Haulage underneath in white. And as we can see, these models are actually quite outstanding, because this particular one has got the curtain straps painted in black all the way down the side of the curtain. So turning the rigid around now to the back, we can see that it is a different style of well, how do I put it, different style of trailer on the rigid. Well, it hasn't got back doors on it, but I can actually refer this to some trailers that come into where I work at Tesco in Congleton. Obviously we do have a few rigids in, but we also have Arctics with these sort of trailer things on. Basically this piece here, in fact, one company that uses them is Robert Wiseman's, so let's use them for example. So obviously they reverse so far in, and they lower this, and then obviously they lift the door up. It's obviously on a roller, so that's what that does. But as we can see, we've got two marker lights in red on the left and right hand side there. We've got the Eddie Stobart wording in yellowish colour with a red background there. We've got moving down, we've got Express Haulage on the white border here in black and gold, and we've also got the fleet number F1467 on the left and right hand side here. And again, the number plate under there is R467XAO, if you can just about see that. And also under there we have the brakes and indicators on the left and right hand side, as well as a red and white striped bumper just on the bottom here. So moving the cab round again, I keep saying cab, I really should start saying rigid, shouldn't I? You can see there's not much difference on this side. We've still got Eddie Stobart Limited Express Road Haulage on the side of the curtain there. We've got the very detailed trailer straps, Stobart flag, Stobart arrow design, and the fleet number. So there's not much anything different I can tell you about this side really. But that's it basically. The Scania 94D Curtainside Isabel F1467 in Eddie Stobart Limited livery.